Buddy, we're the sloppy sisters. I don't. We should just get rid of it.
We shouldn't. One day, we will get it so perfect.
That's not gonna be today. Nothing's perfect today. No,
Yep.
I'm not. I'm not all here.
Shae is ill, and I think I gave it to her.
She absolutely gave it to me.
We can't.
It's the Rona, I think.
I could have not given this to you. You could have picked it up somewhere else, but I also was not stellar earlier this week.
Nope. And I
You
visited.
guys are gonna think we're sickly people. I was sick like 2 videos ago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get sick normally, ever, but now it's Flosstube.
I have a toddler, so I feel like I've gotten sick a lot in the last few years. But she didn't catch this one, so
That's good.
yeah, she caught Satan himself. But I don't know how someone so cute can have so much devil in her too.
Ooh, she's cute.
She is, and she's really sweet too. Oh, that's what she did last night too when she wouldn't go to bed. And we were in like hour 2 of trying. And she rolled over and said, "Mommy, I love you to the moon and back." I was like, "Oh, you can stay up 4 more hours now."
It's called manipulation.
It is. And she created herself like a little monster this morning.
I've been training her slowly. Little by little.
Ah, whiskey.
That's my friend Megan's.
Yep.
She'll watch this video and then she'll know. I've been trying. It hasn't succeeded with any of my nieces or nephews.
No, but her friend Megan taught her nieces and nephews to take a sip of water.
So good.
Makes the parents look awesome. But we taught the others some good things too. Like, remember when we taught the nephew, our oldest nephew, we taught him how old is grandpa? And the answer was older than the dinosaurs. And how old's grandma? And older than dirt. And how old is Aunt Shae? Princess age. So that one caught on fast.
And they had it down. They were
was
sure
good.
those were the ages.
Pretty impressive.
Now they're like, that's not real.
Now they know our real ages. Their
know.
mom went ahead and told them the truth, which
And
I think is
reminds
really
them.
messed up. Yeah. Oh, speaking of ages, that was just last year ago. We looked that good.
Yeah, that's.
By
Here I
last
am
year.
with my braces last year. Skinny.
No, that was a long
It was a
time
long
ago.
time ago.
A really long time ago.
But I'm happy they haven't changed it because I looked better in that
Ah,
family
me
photo
too.
than I have in.
Me too, but then you can see everybody. Oh, look at me. Look, oh, poking mom's face. That's our mom. And that's our dad. And this is one of maybe 6 years total that he's ever been without a beard.
That's true.
Ever. So we don't really recognize that face. And there's me. And Amber, number 2.
So perfect and lovely.
She is amazing. And Toshia, number 3. And there's Brookie, who you guys have seen before. So that was like 20 years ago. What's funny is I saw in Mom and Dad's library that they have the other older photo when Brookie was tiny and we couldn't get her to smile.
Oh.
So she's so everyone else is smiling picture and Brookie's like 1 and she looks like one of those old Western like. Maybe I'll go find it because I think it's
funny.
yeah, it's a cute one. It's not.
Is that the one where Johnny was naming them and she's like pointing,
Yes.
she pointed at me and was like, Betty, and I was like, oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. Well, who did she call me though?
Cece, probably. You got a girl at least.
She might have, but she didn't know
She's
who
going off
anyone
the
was.
people she knows.
She's cute.
Kids now ran out of people. I had to be
forgot to
Benny.
get a piece of paper.
I think
like
Amber
told you.
got Ada.
I think Amber got CC, but and then she thought that Brookie was her.
Yes.
That's me.
It's me.
And I was like, yeah, you guys do look alike. So, gosh, maybe I'll go get that portrait if I think about it. I forgot to get you a paper and pen like you asked me.
Oh. Do we pause the video?
No, we don't do that. Here, do you
sure?
remember why you needed it? Okay, so it wasn't important. That's not a stroke. It's just not a Oh my gosh, so we've been gone for a minute though. Because we missed, technically monthly would have been what, like last week? 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago?
Why did I need a pen and paper?
I'm the one that's sick.
I'm mentally ill.
Thanks,
Aww.
Mom. How's our mom? one that you didn't see. We'll just twist the camera later.
Cameo. Is that what it's called? If
Yeah,
it's on
mom
purpose?
still turns our videos on and sleeps through them, so she still supports us.
Yeah, it's true.
Dad Facebooks through them. And then we found out at the family reunion last week that a whole bunch of our cousins watched who don't cross stitch at all. That was kind of a surprise.
Yet.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you guys, we'll send a message out so that they have to. Okay, here's your paper and
But
pen.
the problem is I still don't remember why I needed it.
I don't. Were you gonna write a letter?
Dear
John.
viewers.
Dearest readers.
That's right out of Bridgerton.
Gentle readers. Is that what she says?
I don't know.
I don't either.
An update on our lives in a British.
I don't think I
I
can
can't do a British accent. I can sometimes, but
It's been a minute since I tried accent.
not if you want it to sound
No,
good.
no. What was the one that Corey did at the game night though? Was it? It was you. It wasn't Corey.
No, don't make fun of me.
What did you do?
I don't know, but it was bad. Whatever it was, all of mine were. We're playing Heads Up, that game,
What was it?
and it was like accents and impressions, and I just butchered every
It
single
was
one.
So bad.
So
Did
bad.
you say like our mateys and Tasha was like?
I'm Toshia.
Oh yeah, Tasha's like surfer. Because it was ocean related. Oh my gosh, we've taught my little one to go, "Arr, mateys." It's adorable. Okay, sorry. Anyway, that was funny. So write your letter.
I have the pen ready. in case it
Gosh,
comes
I
to me.
feel distracted. I feel discombobulated today. Because it's probably because it's been too long. Yeah, last time we were at Bear Lake. Oh, and Tasha, she owes me, you guys. Because after that filming, yeah.
What I do? Oh, I do know what I did.
Yes, you should know what you did. You should feel
Like
like
the next day, wasn't it?
the next day. Tasha was doing a booth. We go up camping. And once a year, everybody who's like an owner of a camp lot on the mountain, like get together. It's kind of like my nightmare. Like I don't like people. But there's booths, there's bingo, and they do dinners. And so it's just like once a year that everybody can kind of get to know everyone that's camping up there. Because otherwise, many of us stay very secluded in our camp lots. We don't
mountain corner.
see anybody. We don't talk to anybody.
I think that's just us. I think most of the mountain
might,
people. Because I meet them and they're like, "Oh yeah, do you know these people?" I was like, "No, I've been coming here for 20 years and I don't.
Over 20 years. Do you
I
know
don't
that?
know more than 3 other people,
We've been on that mountain for 25 years now. Holy
and
cow.
I don't know people."
And so, but once a year we get to know them, and Tasha keeps running like a booth. So she's a vendor there where she sells a lot of resin
So much
stuff.
It's because I have a crafting problem.
Because she's sort of a crafting hoarder. And then I brought her into cross stitch and most of the crafts went away.
It's a problem.
So she has to sell a lot of them, but we did too. We sold the moose that she created. We can
Little
put a picture
kits.
in. Yeah.
Oh, I could. I can put a picture
Ding.
in.
Yeah, because we know how to do that now. And we kitted up. Well, I told her to kit up, and then she did. I told her I'd help her, and then I didn't. But I don't feel guilty because of the story. She kitted up a bunch of them to sell at the little craft thing, and so we went to do that. And she brings me. You've done it for 2 years, right? We've only done it 2. Mm-hmm. She brings me because I'm willing to sit there and do it with her, and no one else is, because it's hot.
It's hot.
It is. It's hot. She does need help. They only give you like an hour before to set everything up, including like your tent pavilion, which is a requirement. Your canopy, and that is required. You are not allowed to be a vendor there without a canopy, which seems crazy to me.
So we don't die of heat stroke.
I guess I'm grateful for the canopy.
You are grateful for what I've done.
I don't think I'd have had a heat stroke if I'd have had sleep the night before. So we left after the video. We went up there to the camp lot. We left the rest of the family at Bear Lake. So it was just
stitched and stayed up pretty late.
We did. We stitched.
Had fun.
Stayed up too late. Up camp, and camp is about 2 hours, well, an hour and a half from home. And about 2 hours from the lake. So we left most of the family back at the lake. We went to camp to do the
booth.
The festival, what would you call it? Yeah, the booth. We'll call it the
celebrations.
Booth. Yeah. And figured we'd be back at the lake like the next day. Anyway, we got there. We set up her camp. We sat down and stitched until late into the wee hours of the night, knowing we had to be up pretty early to run and set up the booth and get everything ready and done.
Forced ourselves to go to bed.
Forced ourselves to go to bed, and I was laying there and I was exhausted because at the lake, even though it was a vacation, with the kids and everybody.
And the buffalo, of course.
Yeah, and the buffalo that trampled me. We would, like, you were busy all day, and then to stitch, we would stay up way late every night. So we weren't getting a lot of sleep anyway. And I'm laying there, like, about to fall asleep, and I hear from up in her bedroom in her trailer, she goes, "Shae?" And she almost sounded like a little weird panic. And I was like, "Yeah." And then she was silent. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, did she die?" Like, "What, Toshia?" "I forgot the canopy." I was like, "And? I don't really know how this is my problem right now. We have to have it." "Nope, we're fine without it." "It was the only rule they gave me." "Are you sure?" "Yeah, I did an inventory in my head. I have to go home." Well, I couldn't let her drive down the mountain at like 12:30 in the morning.
You could have. It would have been cruel, but you could have. But she loves me.
Yeah, but okay, now to be fair, if this had been reversed, Toshia would have said, "Do you want me to go get it for you so you could get your sleep?" And then she would have driven down and left me. But I was like, "Okay, fine. Get your butt out of bed. We're both going." So at 12:30, we had to drive down the mountain to the house to get the canopy. And then we decided to sleep in our beds at home. I slept in. Yeah. Yeah, so we were here in the valley.
I got to sleep in my bed.
She got to sleep in her bed. I got to sleep in
guest bed.
Yeah. But that's nicer than the trailer bed, I guess. So slept there, got up very early, rushed back up the mountain, and she didn't want anyone to know that we'd done this. So we were all secretive about it.
I mean, I did leave them a note in case they went looking for us.
That's right.
That said we had been abducted
by aliens. If you're
missing us,
if you're missing us, we've been taken by aliens.
Don't worry.
No one came looking for us. I guess
No.
it shows how much they all cared. So we
got a good couple hours of sleep and then drove back up the mountain. But it was fun.
Set up in very, very, very hot.
We met some people. We met some stitchers.
Okay, not just stitchers. The first people.
Flosstubers.
The first person in our tent was Sandy.
Yes.
The very first person. And she went right to the moon. Oh, maybe it was her niece.
I don't
She
know. We
was
got
right
to meet
there.
Sandy and all of her sisters.
Her sisters, her niece, her son, and he is so cute. He's not cute. Like, he's a teenager, but he's a sweetheart.
He is
like,
adorable.
Little lady killer. But anyway, they were like the first ones in the booth, and they went right to the moose that was on display there. Oh, and I forgot Dad too. So
I'd have brought fancier fabric if I knew. If I'd have known. If I'd have known.
Okay, the exciting part though is that that's the first Flosstuber we've ever met in the wild.
Ever.
And to meet her at like a very small, like from a perspective,
Not a big,
there's only a few hundred people maybe total. Maybe.
Few is generous.
Yeah, I mean it's like a small thing of all camping outdoors kind of people. So to meet like a Flosstuber was a huge surprise. Like, we kind of thought people might cross stitch, so they might like the kit. But to meet Sandy, and she's Goofy Mama Stitches.
Mm-hmm. Super fun to watch.
She's as cute in person as she is on her videos. She's super sweet. She really likes 4th of July patriotic stuff. And so do I. And I have to keep stopping myself from buying it, so I appreciate that she's doing, because I have a bunch. I can't buy more. I don't even decorate for the 4th of July. So why I want to stitch it all the time.
Cute.
They are cute. They're always cute. So she stitches a ton of those, and I really like watching them because it kind of fulfills that desire in me.
I bought a couple Stony Creeks because of her.
I know.
Oh, actually, I think it was in your first Flosstube. She had this autumn one.
Yes.
I bought the whole set, autumn, winter, summer.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Sandy.
Exactly. It's your fault.
But anyway, we live pretty close, so we're gonna like try and get to lunch. And she said she went to StitchWest it was April. I think she went to April, and it was like her first retreat. She's going again this next April. We have still never been to a retreat, mostly because I'm antisocial. Toshia would probably go. I don't know, but maybe
we'll laugh it up.
Maybe one day we'd force me.
Human contact.
Yeah, I'm not as charming in person because the weirdness doesn't really shut off. So, but that was fun. And then she and her sisters came back to our booth like several times,
which was great because
it was so the highlight. It was so every time they came back, we were giggling
the whole time.
And they bought the neck. Okay, I'm glad because so some of our family. When I say we left our immediate family at Bear Lake, but we had a lot of extended family up there. They kind of do, it's our grandma's birthday. So we have some aunts and uncles that will come up too.
Right.
And that's what I mean. They weren't even nervous for us. They didn't find out that we were abducted by aliens. But they were up there and they didn't seem to think that it was that hot. But I'm telling you, I got heat exhaustion at the least.
I bought one of my own neck coolers.
But I felt better because like Sandy and her sisters, like they kept getting, Toshia sells like water bead neck coolers. Man, I had one on I had like 2 on the rest of the day. Because I couldn't cool off, but I was like, okay, I don't feel so bad because like Sandy and her whole family were like, no, it's hot. So that was nice. She was so much fun though. So huge shout out to her. She's our first real life in-person Flosstube friend. So that was fun to get together with her. Yeah, and we talked about some of the shops. She's in Ogden, so she's like right by Shepherd's Bush.
Oh,
like right by, like fun. Walking distance, I think
it would be dangerous for me, actually. Fun, yes. I would be in trouble.
Yeah, I'm glad they're kind of a little ways away. Their hours don't jive with our work hours very much, so we usually only go on Saturdays when we are up that way. And so then we told her about Stitchery Express, so she might be in more trouble because that one's got better hours, so we've been there, yeah. Better hours for us, I guess.
Yeah.
But they're still they're still a little farther away from us, but they're closer to her, so I gotta stay away from stitch stores.
When we go to stitch stores, you maybe buy 2 things you need. I come away with a bag of things I don't need.
That's so true.
Every time. It doesn't matter. If I have a plan, I'm going for this thing, or I'm going to look and I will keep my money outside. I have to go get it. Oh my God, this is a necessity now.
You do buy stuff you don't need.
It's a problem.
But it's so cute. I forgot to talk about Dad at the booth. So after Sandy came and saw our moose, it was like all like, oh, you're stitchers, and we started talking Flosstube. Dad was like, we're gonna put a sign up that tells us about your channel. The Stitcher peoples, and sister stitchins. Like, not once. He said it how many times that morning?
He did. He tried like.
He was like out looking for cardboard and like permanent marker to like draw up our sloppy Stitchin' sisters. I don't think he got the name right once.
Nope.
Not once.
Not once.
But it was adorable because he was like serious about it. He's like, we're gonna put that up. We're gonna advertise.
Well, I didn't think I would have to. I guess a couple people asked questions. They're like, "What's your Etsy shop?" And I was like, what is my?
Yeah. Do you have a card?
No, I'm not that good.
We are not professionals.
My people. 4 items on my Etsy shop.
Ooh. Let's see. So that was that family reunion, and then you missed last week's family reunion.
Yeah, I was in St. George.
Yeah. We went,
which is why I haven't stitched very much. I swear I've been traveling because we were Bear Lake, and then we were at the sourdough thing, and then I
lost my stitchy bug at the end of August a little bit.
I have my stitchy bug. I just haven't had much time.
It came back hard this week, just in time for me to get sick. But
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's probably because I drew my quilt into the rotation. I told you guys before, like when I do that, I'm like, oh, I want to stitch. So I kind of like
plummets.
Yeah. So then I kind of took the quilt out of the rotation. I sort of
You
skipped.
cheated.
Yeah. Well, I technically put a stitch or two in on the quilt, so it counts.
I cheated on Stitchopoly a little just because I was vacationing so much. And because of Mickey Dreams, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
Speaking of Stitchopoly,
Oh, yes.
Jen, the caffeinated crafter, I think it's called. Jen, the caffeinated crafter. Yes. Stitcher? Crafter.
Crafter.
Sorry. Crafter.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
You guys, the gratitude we have for the people that are willing to watch this chaotic crap. And then the people who go above and beyond and enjoy it. Like Jen, huge thank you.
Yes.
We kind of...
She took my Stitchopoly and made it better.
Well, yeah, she will. And then she also just shouted us out like yesterday. I don't know what day it is. It's Saturday. Early.
Today is the 14th.
The 14th.
Of September.
Yeah, so she shouted us out like less than a day ago. And I didn't even know. I went on to our thing to get ready for this. I was like, what happened? We got a lot of new people. And that was all Jen. Like,
And I watched you. You're adorable. She does so many things I'll have to bring up. But she's doing, because my Stitchopoly, that she brought up. So what I do, Shae does Stitchopoly too, you're right, we both do it, but differently. That's upside down. Everything I do is upside down. I am so bad at that.
you are. That's kind of one of my favorite things.
I have the little teams and they're tokens, right? And they are teams. So like this crochet, it's got like a ball. This is my focus team, the ones I want to get done the most. Holiday, they're all next to each other. And then all of my projects are in a team. And when the team goes, and I know where they belong. I write little things, so when they move, I can put them back home. But what she's doing, which I love, she's going to give every property a project, which is brilliant. And when I get that many projects, which will happen eventually at the rate I'm going, that it just sounds super fun. So that's the way it's meant to be, right? Don't do it the way we do it unless you really love it. Find a way to make Stitchopoly work for you, which is great. I love that she's doing that.
Oh, me too. She's funny because she was like, I love Monopoly. I can't play it because it's so long. And she's a board flipper. And I laughed out loud because Monopoly is like my favorite board game. And I never get to play it because my husband, like the first time I played it with my husband 17 years ago, he flipped the table on us. And I was like,
because you're brutal to play Monopoly
I'm pretty aggressive, yeah. So here's kind of the funny stuff she's bringing up Stitchopoly. I'm not even playing Stitchopoly right now. I finished a game about a month ago. I think we were still at Bear Lake, and I was like, I have no access to like reprint or whatever. So I sat down and I was like, I'm gonna do a dice game instead. Oh my gosh, this is messy. So I'm just doing like a dice game now to roll for each project. But also, I told you I only keep 4 projects in my rotation at a time. That's changed recently because football started. I told you guys I'm a huge football fan. So I put a 5th project in during football season. It only gets stitched once a week based on the points the Eagles make and my fantasy team make. So lots more stitches when they both do well. Like last week, the Eagles did, they got 34 points. So, and I times that by 10. So I did 340 for the Eagles. And then I round up to the nearest 10th on my fantasy score, which was, I was at like 138. Still lost my game.
Jeez.
Because
I didn't break 100, so.
I lost to the kid who had the most points in the whole league. And I just want to scream.
You'd have won me.
Because I'm never going to I would have won.
I'd have lost everyone.
Almost everybody else. There was one, I was 3rd. I was the 3rd highest score. And I lost. Because I played Archer. And so I in total, that project got, the 34 plus my 140, and it got 480.
Nice.
So I did that this week, and then this next Sunday, we're the Monday night game. So
is that minutes or stitches?
No, stitches counted. So I made sure that the project I drew for that 5th one was a pattern keeper that was easy to keep track of.
There's something Jen. Yeah, she fills her stats, and she's like, "Oh, this was really slow. only 200, I don't know, 230, something
Like, it was like 270.
I don't know. I just like really slow time on that evening, and I was like, that evening?
Yeah.
That's a great evening for me.
She really just is representing so much of the Flosstube community to just speed through things.
I
Like,
don't know how you do it.
it's amazing.
It's impressive, but that would have been like, look, I got this many stitches.
Yeah, she shows the whole like lineup of her stuff and like the stats, and I was like, I can't.
How?
Next year in our whip parade, my stats won't look that good. Like, wow.
No.
You know, but I don't feel so. She
No.
found out about us from Yoshi, and he is a self-proclaimed slow stitcher too.
Self-proclaimed, but is he? I don't know.
So I'll say I'm not really sure. I actually think he's probably on par with us,
That's good.
and we're self-proclaimed slow stitchers too. I think his stuff looks a lot nicer and neater than ours though, and he does. I don't know that he does it on every project, but like early on. So I've watched him since his very first video. And we have at least one project that's the exact same. So I'm going to try and give warning to him before I show that one. That's my football one, actually, my World of Disney. It looks like he almost is like row by row. Now, I'm not talking like 10 by 10 column row by row, like single stitches row by row almost. And this beautiful parking. His stuff is just always like flowing down. So it's hard to say if he's as slow as we are or really fast because it
just fills in.
Do you know what I mean?
Would that be a fun adventure for a future project? I'd be really slow at that.
Well, but again, Yoshi's the one that does what you're doing with your Mickey Dreams, where he doesn't look at any of his projects. He doesn't want to see the final. He wants to see as they go. And so row by row, he has to be one of the most self-controlled people on the planet. Because it sounds like a fun adventure, and I like to see it. It makes so I have OCPD, which is a whole other story that we'll probably not get into today because that was an embarrassing diagnosis at the time. But it makes me so happy to watch. Like it's very satisfying
to see
it happen. And then you'll really like. I haven't shown you his mirabilia. But he changes colors a lot on things, and I'm too scared to do that because I'm not creative.
I'm not.
No, you're pretty creative. I'm not at all, so I would make a mess. But it's not like one or two. Like sometimes I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna add an extra color here in my 4 stitches. It's gonna look amazing. He's redoing an entire mirabilia with a totally different color scheme, and it's beautiful. And I don't even know where you come up with a thought like that because I wouldn't be able to. I don't know.
I wouldn't be able to change colors on. I don't know.
So
maybe
he's fun to watch. But so you know, you have the Jen on the one side and lots of other Flosstubers who are just like cranking stuff out.
It's amazing.
And then we're with Yoshi, and we're self-proclaimed slow people, and that's okay. That's fine. We're slow. We're slow. Oh, that's what
bother me.
That's what I was going to tell you about the other reunion though that you missed because I was sad you weren't there. So we went to Cherry Hill. Yeah, Cherry Hill, that's what it's called. To Water Park, and this is sad because Toshia was there last time we went, which was like 6 years ago. And they have one big water tube slide. I'm sorry if this is gonna embarrass all of us, but it was so funny. And I was like, oh, I don't want to go down the water slide without Toshia this time because we were on it last time. And oh man, okay. It's a fun one, and there's lots of people going kind of at the same time. And you float, but you get to this one, like the funnel, the fat people cauldron. The idea is like you get into this one big, sort of like a pool, and there's kind of like a whirlpool. But if you're not huge, the whirlpool like kicks you over this lump and down the rest of it. But if you're a fatty, it's like funnel around in circles. But I can't remember. Was I the first one to go? I think I was the first one.
Are we talking 6 years ago or this year?
6 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Fortunately, my little one wasn't tall enough, so we didn't go. And I was like, well, that's good. I wouldn't want to go without Toshia. But I went down first, so here I am, like, in the cauldron. And then my husband came behind me, and he's spinning in the cauldron with me. And then Toshia came shouting, so three of us just like, that's what I thought. Just sitting and stewing. Meanwhile, like, other people in our family are much thinner, and or little kids are like, but by the time all three of us got in there, we were like blocking. So people's tube's gonna get around. Sorry, and I was laughing too hard in the moment to like try and like help myself or get my foot under to pushes over, so the three of us just stewed for a minute. Oh,
you're laughing too hard to
sorry.
do anything.
Oh my gosh, I was laughing so hard. Well, and then I think it was our nephew that came, and he came down, and he was supposed to be like with maybe it was with you, and he like immediately was trying to like, his tube wanted to go over. You guys gotta stay with the fatties, kiddo. Maybe that's where we blocked it up, because his tube kept trying to go, but he was pretty young. So I didn't want him going down without somebody. So we're like hanging on to him and sort of swirling. It was
laughing.
Oh my gosh. So no, we didn't go on. I don't know if they fixed that issue.
I wasn't there, so
we couldn't. Johnny was way too short, so we didn't get to go on it, but I'll never forget the cauldron of fatties. just swirling. Like your own personal lazy river there.
It's not gonna happen anymore. Shae's got been playing Fit Go-ish.
Oh yeah, she did her own thing.
I change everything. Shae starts something, I change it to make it match my needs. Her Fit Go is way too intense for me.
It's might be too intense for me too.
I need less extremes. But one of the things I've been telling myself I have to do is before I can start a new string, I have to give myself 10 of something, 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10 something, and it's terrible.
She loves it.
Yeah, except for on Mickey Dreams, I cheated that too. I mean, I want to get skinny, but I don't want to. Every string was like one stitch, and then it was over, and so I don't want to become like so skinny. You can't even see me.
Well, yeah, blow away in the wind. Sometimes you want to sit in a cauldron and just circle. Yeah,
I finished my one stitch, and I was like, I feel like I'm still trying to breathe from the last. Do you know how I can justify it
with this crap that you've given me? Like, I took yesterday off, and I was like, okay, well, at least I can like work out and get on the treadmill. And I was gonna decorate. For Halloween, but I can't because we have windows coming in, so my furniture is like all in my front. Whatever, it's a mess. So I was like, well, I guess I can work out. But then I brought up a basket of socks just to mate. And I was so winded at the top of my stairs carrying the basket of socks. I was like, I think the treadmill's out. Like, this is taking me down. It's not even like I have not had any fevers or like chills.
Oh, that is what I had then. I just had a cough.
I have a bad cough, and then I am out of breath all the time. And I've had some headaches, but nothing crazy. Just out of breath.
Basically what I had.
So yeah, carrying that basket of socks, I was like, ugh. It was really bad. So that was embarrassing.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Should we show stuff?
You
guys want to see what we've stitched on?
Oh, I was gonna actually mention with Jen too. She told the story of the fair, or started to, of my fair submission. It was funnier when Jen told it. Like, I was laughing harder at Jen's telling of it than when you guys all make fun of me and we see it. So I'm glad she liked it. I'm glad she got a kick out of it and got it. Like, sometimes I feel like you don't get it until you've really seen and appreciated it. Or if you've gone to the fair and been like, oh yeah, that's what that's supposed to look like. That's what a frame job looks like. That sounded naughty.
How many do you have?
3, 4, 5, 6.
I have 7.
I have more than I thought. 7. I only remember working on like 2 things. Okay. So you go first then.
I'll go first. Ooh, let's do Spooktacular. On Stitchopoly, Holiday and Disney got most of the time this round. They landed on the big ones. Art's got almost nothing. They landed on themselves basically every turn. So this is Spook Tech. I feel like the video's farther. Am my arm short? Is it this? I'm shorter, or
It's because I'm trying to keep that 6 foot COVID distance.
oh, oh, and then something. Boy, Jen, you've just influenced my life. Apparently, I was watching her videos, and she did something where she showed the before and her now together, and it just blew my mind. Which Shae's like, people do that, and
They do, and I like it. Is it something you want to change on ours then?
I think for like this one we could, because it's small enough.
Oh, but you're right. Some of ours are too big. But yeah, so do a side by side. Well, not if you go that close.
I can't see.
I'm gonna block. You're good right there. This is where you should.
So here's where I'm at now, and you can see where I hope, if I can do this right.
Or where I'm voguing.
I don't
Is that what that was
know
called?
that I know how to change the size of the pictures. I'll figure it out. Anyway, I did quite a bit more from where she was before. I've added the hat. She's starting to get some magic one. Isn't she cute? She's adorable.
That's even cuter in person, Tasha. That is cute.
You know, because you can see the glisten gloss, which I've
Is that the
learned.
green?
The orange.
Is the
green is the
glow in the dark?
Green is a glow in the dark. The green is hard. You can look at it. The green is a, what is it called? It doesn't look as good. You can see that the stitches.
Yeah,
are
your stitches aren't
terrible.
as pretty. You know what though? From back you can't tell, but close
How do I
you
even
can.
know?
I don't know. I love that. That's
It's
pretty.
it's some glow in the dark lime. I don't know what the brand is. Chronic.
Chronic.
I don't know. It was a lot harder to stitch, but the glisten gloss added with the orange was super easy. And I'm tempted to just restart my nativity
With
using
glisten?
glisten gloss because that one's metallic is so hard to stitch with, and this glisten gloss was just so smooth. So I'm rethinking my whole life now. But
Are you gonna do the whole border?
yes,
I love that border.
The whole thing.
That's cute. I like it a lot, Tasha.
I don't know stats on that.
A great
because-
deal. Oh.
Because is there a way to count stitches that aren't on computers? On Pattern Keeper?
Yeah, you've got fingers and toes.
No, but like, is there a way to like know?
I don't
To
know,
like
some
look and be
people-
like, I did 200 stitches. I don't know how many I did, but
In my tracker on Excel, I just do like I break it into like 25% sections, and then how much of the percent I do there, and that's how but I don't do a stitch count.
yeah, I wouldn't. But anyway,
I'm sure there's something, I don't know.
progress occurred.
Progress occurred. Oh, speaking of, okay, so the first one I'm gonna show.
It's not World of Disney.
No, it's not. So you're
You're
safe.
safe, Yoshi.
This
If
is
he's watching. You don't have to watch us if you don't want to.
Yes, you do. Unless you're our family, and then you can sleep through it. But
Right.
you're gonna be in the room while it goes on. Unless you're our extended family, and then you enjoy it. So it's just our immediate family.
Look, to Yoshi's point though, I caught myself off guard. I was trying to be so careful not to look at it as we showed it. We popped that video on, it popped up, and I was like, no, 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 no. Ah! Full panic.
I should be better. Okay, so this is Fairy Tales by Uliana Babenko. I've shown this. This is one of my newer ones. That's what it will look like when it's complete. Oh my gosh, it's cute. Mine probably won't look that pretty though. I had to do a whole DMC conversion, and it wasn't a great one. So, oh yeah. Okay, I put this on the bag, but I'm gonna move it to my key. Zach thinks it's funny. I had a coworker go to Africa, and she brought me back this fertility goddess keychain. I mean, the nungas on this thing are impressive.
Oh.
But I was like, to that point, we did get pregnant with Johnny shortly after she brought this back. I'm like, oh, okay. But I gotta move it off here. It's too heavy on the project. So I put it on my little girl's project. I was like, oh, that's cute. But yeah, she's got some.
It's adorable.
I like it. Zach thinks it's funny.
Is this one big enough that we need to show before?
Yes,
what it is?
yes. So here's where it was. And here's, I don't know how many stitches I put in since then. Sure, I'm gonna look at the
Is
stitch
this
count.
upright? If
Yes,
I do it,
yes.
it will.
Yeah,
will be
you'll
upside
probably do it
down.
upside down, but no, that's correct. And I'm only at 2,580 stitches total on this right now. Oh man, it's wrinkled.
Oh, is that the bear's head?
Yes.
And nose? I see it.
I know. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, and his mouth coming in there.
He's really coming in. I'm only going to work on this color for another like 400 stitches, well, like 420. And then I'll move to a new color because this is the one I'm doing per color up to 3,000 stitches.
Oh.
So there's that one that will get done when she's like 40.
All right, sorry, holidays still. Yeah, my holidays took.
It's holiday season.
It
In
is.
fact, I feel my legs, and I
have wondered if for October I'll do just like only the Halloween. I don't know if I put Stitchopoly away, or just only come up with something new for October.
That'd be fun.
And then go back to Stitchopoly. I don't know. We'll find out.
I was gonna say my legs are showing.
show that.
Are showing that I've already started No Shave November. I'm wearing shorts, but I'm realizing that that's probably not.
No Shave 2024.
You got LASIK.
I did.
So
Just
you're
on the lower
safe.
legs. Okay, this is a new start. That I've been just waiting to draw on Stitchopoly. It finally happened. It got lucky. It's the Quaker Christmas 2 by Bygone Stitches, right?
Yeah. It's the same one that did my flag.
I am loving it so far. I haven't gotten that far yet. It's just started. My string.
But this is the one we went to Shepherd's Bush and you got variegated floss for.
Yes. So I went to, because I at the stitch shop that they had done a solid red, and I was going to do that, but then I thought the variegated would look prettier.
Also, it's the called for variegation.
Called for.
Okay.
They didn't do the called for at the stitch
On the
shop.
model.
On the model.
On the model.
Model.
Yes.
Display on the
things
one
that we
they
have learned
show.
and retained.
But I think it looks really good. That variegation is looking great. Yeah. So that's a solid like 5% done.
Do you know what we should ask people though on this?
Ooh, what?
If people have done this, because I'm sure people have done
I'm
this.
sure.
Okay, so this is the Bygone Stitches Quaker Christmas number 2. We could not, like, Silent Night is not on here.
Do we add it?
Do we add it? Has anyone added that? And where? Do you have an example?
Silent Night should be like a song on there, right?
I think so. You know what's interesting is they put chestnuts roasting on an open fire, and that's
Instead
not
of
the
the
name of the
Christmas
song. I mean, I love the songs on here, but I just feel like Silent Night should also be here.
I'll sneak it in somewhere.
Yeah,
But I'm not Yoshi, so I don't know how clever I am.
Well, and I just, that's what I mean. If someone has one that they've snuck it in and they could show you, I don't know. Even, I mean, Star of Wonder, I mean, that's a good song. It's not as good as Silent Night, though. Maybe you can...
Silent Night, stick that in there.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Just a thought. Since thanks to Jen, we have a lot more followers who may know.
People will know things.
They do. They know a lot more than us. It's amazing what we've learned through our comments and such that people have made. We appreciate it. Like a lot of helpful stuff. Okay, sorry. Okay, Yoshi, don't look.
Don't look, Yoshi. Close your eyes.
This is my World of Disney. It's my one I'm doing for football season. Here's where it was last time you saw it. I just pulled this out this last week, so it's still on the Q-Snap. I think I told you guys that between pages I'm doing a page of border, page of border. So all I've done this week, my whole 480 stitches went to border. So here it is on the Q-Snap. You just don't lose a lot. That's why I'm keeping it on there. So this is, like, I really did just work like right here. Sorry, a lot of threads there. There it is as a whole again. This one went away all of August, basically.
We just barely got back.
Just barely came back out for football. That's it. And then the page I'm doing, so the page I drew is this page 5. So kind of finishing Dumbo's ear. I think there's one of the crows in here. And then some sun rays, maybe.
Well,
oh, Yoshi, don't listen.
Yoshi.
Don't listen. Dumbo's not even...
Tell him to close his ears.
Oh, gosh.
Not page 5, page 20.
Correct. Well, he's probably doing a better version than I am. Yeah, there's no Dumbo even in the project or border.
It's too late now. You've done the damage.
I'm bad at this. This is why I ruin yours for you too. I'm not good at this. You guys are both so much better.
Let's see. Where's my next? What's my next? Ooh, Christmas Lane.
Oh, I forgot to give stats on that. Hold on.
Yeah,
just
stats. I'll pull out Christmas Lane.
Oh man, I am 48,449. I should have done one more stitch.
That's really.
That's only 48,000 stitches. Oh my gosh, I'm only 12. I'm almost 13% of the way through.
It's like what I am on almost all of mine.
I've been working on this a lot longer than all of you.
I've almost gotten 1% on a couple.
Jeez.
Oh,
that's pretty.
I learned from you. Okay.
Is this Christmas?
Yeah, this is Christmas Lane. And the adventure I'm doing on Christmas Lane is that I am doing a whole color on the whole project, one color at a time. So it's going to slowly start filling in the picture. So, and I wrote on this one now, like you did. I learned from you.
I learned from you
to that
first.
T,
I didn't want to look like an idiot, putting everything upside down.
And then, I guess I'll try it on the side real quick, where it was. I don't know that you can tell too much. I can't go much closer anyways, because it's
that
the
one
whole,
might be too big.
it's the whole thing, so. You might not could tell, but there's a lot of added stitches on this.
Oh, it's a 20 count. Are you going 2 over 1?
2 over 1. Oh no, yeah, 2 over 1.
Is that tight? Oh,
it will be,
will
because I'm doing 2 over 1 on Mickey Dreams, and it's also 20, and it gets pretty tight, but not too tight. Not like not like my 2 over 1 on the 28 that I was doing with Chip and Dale. It was just impossible. I added 1,000, almost 1,200 stitches, and it's now at 2% done.
So when you start the colors, are you starting with like the smallest amount of stitches per color?
No, top color down.
Oh, wow.
So
lots of red and green.
The red, no, the green. The green was not top color down. The green was the middle, because I was starting in the middle. But then the red and the pink, those are the first colors numerically.
Oh, it's going to be really pretty. So, yeah. I really like this pattern. I really like Donna Gelsinger's stuff.
So that's where that one is.
Oh, I made a post on Facebook for Amy Stewart. I'm getting pushy. Since our Bloody Mary
didn't work.
Didn't work. My Facebook post didn't work either. Except that a lot of people jumped on and were like, yeah, like. And I'm like, oh, good. I'm not the only one
want it too.
Obsessed with wanting to stitch this. Like, I want to stitch it so badly.
She does. That's all she talks about.
I do talk about it a lot. Like, and every time I'm on Heaven and Earth, I just can't find anything that matches that.
Speaking of wanting to stitch people for things.
Oh my gosh.
Carolyn Manning.
Well, can I go into the Carolyn Manning I experienced first?
You first.
Which makes this funnier. So when I first discovered, woo, I am really like not all here today. When I first when I first got on Flosstube, after I ran into like Teresa Little Stitcher and she did some tutorials, and that's when I recognized that you can have whips and beautiful whips at that. I started seeing like whip parades. I didn't really understand. Am I on the very edge? I'm edgy like that. I ran into this woman, okay, like she had a Flosstube. She was probably my first or second Flosstube outside of Teresa that I had ever watched. And she pulled up, the first one she pulled up I think was Pandemic, and it was her first video, her first whip parade. She pulled up Long Dog Sampler Pandemic. And I was kind of like, oh wow, that's kind of, and she had like her own colors, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So not my style. That's what I thought. And then she proceeded with like a lot of, like, she started doing a lot of like Carolyn Manning kind of pieces. And I was like, I'm a quilter. If I want to quilt, I'll quilt it. And I stopped watching her, like only 3 or 4 projects, and I like pushed pause. Like, yeah, she's adorable. She had this, an amazing accent. So I watched her for a minute. I was like, yeah, we don't have the same aesthetic. I'm not gonna watch. 2 months later, after I'm now fully invested into Flosstube and shops and cross stitch, like big in now, right? Like now I'm in. I'm mortified because I can't find the woman again, and I want to go see her stuff so bad. I searched and searched. I eventually found her again. It was Carla from Stitch Me Sane. Watched her first video from the beginning again. We've watched every video since. We still have a lot of aesthetic differences in a lot of projects, but she has hooked me on, well, Long Dog Sampler, first of all. I have so many wish list ones. And Carolyn Manning. I could not imagine wanting, why would you hang a Carolyn Manning on your wall? And now I can't tell you how many I have in my stash. So the best part is I became obsessed with Carla. And she doesn't just do those. Like if you guys haven't watched her stuff, like on Stitch Me Sane, she does this wall of women. She's a very different aesthetic, but that's what I've learned watching so many floss tubes, is that sometimes I really like to watch these different aesthetics because they kind of fulfill this thing that I will never do. And I'm so impressed. But I love her videos. But I told Toshia, I became obsessed with this Carolyn Manning's, would show them to her all the time, and Toshia was just like,
it's a quilt.
It's a quilt. It's like, no, Toshia, think about how much fun this would be to stitch. It's a quilt. She didn't get it. So then early in the summer, I joined Carolyn Manning's Facebook page. And she came out with a whole bunch of new designs, and one of them was watermelon pickles. It was one of the most beautiful things I'd ever seen in my life. And I went nuts, and I sent it to Toshia, and I was like, look, oh, and then I found the free Arctic Blast. If you go on her Facebook page, she has a free shooting star pattern called Arctic Blast. I sent that to Toshia, and Toshia thanks. I love patterns, but it's a quilt. So I sent her this watermelon. She was like, okay, that one's
having a sale.
Yeah, well, I was like, here's this one. It's beautiful. And Tasha's like, yeah, I'll admit that one's beautiful. It's beautiful. I still don't know if I want to stitch it, but it's beautiful. And then I called her. I was like, Toshia, she's having her summer sale. And while she was having her summer sale, my husband and I went out. My husband's even doing a Carolyn Manning now. We went a little crazy. We bought a whole bunch of patterns. Toshia calls me the next day, and she's got double or triple what I bought in her cart. Because as she was going through them, she couldn't say no anymore.
Because she had shown me all of those, and watermelon pickles being my favorite. And I was like, you know what? I could stitch that too. I'll go buy it. So I was just going on. I went on with one goal, and that was to buy watermelon pickles. And in my search for, and I don't know, maybe I'm just, again, not computer savvy enough. I couldn't search watermelon pickles, and I couldn't even remember what it was called. I was like, watermelons and pickles or something like this. I'll know it when I see it. So instead I go through this mass search of her entire site, and soon my cart is just so full that Shae had to talk me out of so many of them.
I had to pull some out. I mean, in 60 years, you will not be able. Okay. Oh.
But I decided which one. And it's not even watermelon pickles that I'm going to stitch. So I haven't actually started this. But
she made her project bag.
I made my project bag.
Oh my gosh, this one's one of my favorite patterns she has.
I just thought, isn't that going to be just a riot to stitch? And the pattern, it's almost like one of those eye magic pieces.
The 3D eye, it just gets cooler the more you look at it.
And I made my project bag. I thought this was very Carolyn Manning-esque because it's color boxes and squares and stuff. So. Ooh.
But I think it's that was only 2.5 years ago, maybe at this point, that I was like, why? Yeah, for me, it's only been 3 months for her. But I went through the same journey. I thought it was funny that she went through this similar journey of me, who would do that? Why would you? It's a quilt. You like to quilt. Why would you just do your quilt?
I own 20 of them now.
We have so many in our stash. Well, and then some of the ones I first bought were Halloween hijinks I have in my stash, and I have Halloween Hamlet. Some of the not so quilt ones. I've always wanted the shooting stars, and the kaleidoscopes. I bought the box of crayons in the sale.
Oh, cute.
And several other shooting star ones.
They're so cute. But I don't know where I'm going to put that in my Monopoly.
It wasn't just, thank you, Carla. It was so funny how fast I was I want to find that lady again. And now I haven't just even watched all her stuff once. There's been a few videos I've watched more than once. I think she's
hysterical.
She's hysterical. Plus she
and a great
she
stitcher.
has some of the most beautiful stitching that I'll never do, and I want to see. And then when she finishes that wall of women, like it's like a very empowering. I love it. Yeah. Sorry, is it me? Sure.
I went on a tangent, so I don't know what was showed last.
It's me.
Actually.
Okay. The next one.
Oh, and I can pull mine out if I had to.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That was.
Remember
how does
how
that
we
always
both do
happen?
this?
Yes, but I mean, it never. How they always end up at the same place in the
My
pile.
next pile. I mean, I think in the first video it wasn't. One of them wasn't.
I don't know, but it seems to happen a lot. So this is the one Toshia designed. Her in this house, Jurassic Park. Yours is all done up. I took mine off the snap.
You're prepared and I'm not. Yeah, today, this is how this went. Shae was like, Toshia, you want to go to an amusement park? That would be so fun for us. And maybe we'll do this the video later. I was like, yeah, that's all right. So I was ready to go to an amusement park, and then like 5 minutes before she texted me, she's like, actually, we're doing the video now. Thanks, bye.
I did.
What?
Our little one is, like I said, she's a complete angel, and then
she's got her way to the
she's got the flip side of the coin.
No.
And today, I mean, the one that finally, like she did several, but the one that finally tipped me off is we made our mac and cheese, and she's like taking her hand and she's like smashing down her mac and cheese. And I said, stop it. And she looked me in the eye and she went, that's it, you're not going.
She'll go when she's good.
Yeah,
okay.
Sometimes she's
well, so yours
good.
first. Here's where you were.
Oh,
I don't know. Is this one that can go side by side?
Maybe. And it might be good because I've done, okay, yeah. Try and do a side by side. How's that?
Yep. So
does that work?
My face is now being covered.
Yeah, we hope.
Which is unfortunate because
it is a face to behold.
Ooh, I forgot to tell you about my jaw workout program with my fitness goals.
Okay, hold on. Let me show this closer.
This is unrelated. I'm so sorry, you guys.
Before she's trying to be Zac Efron. Okay, and so there it is up close. I know I finished a couple of the dinosaurs over here. And then some words. I was mostly on this side. Oh, no, I did come and do something over this way. So this one actually got more work than I expected. Because it wasn't doing well in the dice game. I know, they're really cute.
I haven't done them yet.
And then Toshia was saying she thinks this might stand out too much, but she has my next, like, what do you call that, just motif?
The toilet
is the toilet guy. And I think I'm going to do him in black and see if I can find a way to incorporate the red to balance it. And I think it'll be cute.
All right, so. And then mine.
Hopefully my...
Shae can't be seen now, hopefully.
Rude.
Just kidding. I didn't mean it that way.
Sure.
It's if I figure it out, hopefully, to have them side by side. But essentially, oh my gosh, this happens every time. Hold this.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was so rude last time.
It's this fabric isn't secure enough to like kind of hold. But I just basically finished the words here. The only words missing are part of the Jurassic Park motif. And then I started the claw up here. But basically the words are done, including the ones that I didn't put in the pattern.
Left out.
So,
oh
yeah.
Man, you did tons of work on that.
Ooh.
I might upset you because really after you finish yours,
you're not going to stop. I know you've mentioned that, but I think it's a bad idea. Now we have to talk about my jawline, this beautiful jawline.
Are you getting that gum? There's like a new...
No, it's gum.
Yeah, there's like this new gum to like
can chew gum and get a beautiful jaw?
I don't know. It's like a trend with a lot of like teenage boys right now. There's a lot of like dentists and stuff. They're like, this is don't do this.
This is a full-on workout that's so easy. And I mean, the first time I did it, I feel like I felt sore the next day.
What are you doing?
Are you ready for this, you guys? Are you ready for this? Don't judge my jaw off the results. I've only done it a few times. But one of my
so get rid of your double chin.
Colleagues at work have yes.
Oh,
it's different. Ready? Head up.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I haven't.
Head up.
You
go through your vowels.
Sorry, you look like Beaker.
It
Is
works.
that the guy's name?
Head up.
Oh, you.
You gotta put a lot of work into it. Woo! You feel it?
Now you gotta have to work a little harder.
All right.
Could you just like,
If my
Sing
my
them a-
jawline looks great, you guys are gonna be
could
so
I just
proud
do
of
this
me.
and sing a lot of Pearl Jam songs since that's just vowels anyway?
Possible.
Okay.
Me, up.
Isn't that bad on your neck?
I don't know. If I'm dead next video, then we'll know.
That might wait to start until next video.
Seems to be. I mean, I did it like 4 times that day, and the next day I was like, oh.
Okay, let's do it. Now add that to my Fitgo.
Ooh.
The Fitgo that I'm not completing.
Oh, the push-ups that Mickey Dreams is gonna make
Mine's
me do.
freaking planks, Tasha. I'm only at 39 minutes of planking. And I need 250 before December to mark the box.
Completed bingo for me.
Well, okay, it's in my top left corner. So it impacts 1, 2, 3 bingos.
Hers is harder than mine. My bingo is easier. My
I probably made mine too
Fitgo
hard.
is going to be easier for me, but I like to start more projects than she does.
Well, no, I like to start them, but I really want to have to work for them. And it's the way they fell this time because I have completed a ton. Like when you look at my board, it's completed. I have a lot really close, but it feels like those ones that are really hanging on and blocking a bunch of them are like my planking. The other is the walks to Farmington. And I drew that in like June and it got hot. And it's like it's a 9-mile.
September.
Yeah.
It's a September draw.
But I have to get all 4 of those now before December. And that's hard. Though it's a 9-mile walk and that's fine, but I can't do it with my toddler. And that's only one way. So I kind of have to organize stuff with like my husband. And when it was so hot all summer, it kind of was just like, well, I have to wait to the fall. So now I have to find 4 open weekends basically, or weeknights. And that's tough
hard
to do.
when you want to stitch.
It's hard with a kid, and I took her on it once when she was, how old was she, like 1.5 years? Because my husband and I used to walk that frequently. And then go to like Lagoon, like we'd walk and go to Lagoon for a minute, but I took her once with me on the Legacy Trail for it. And I will never do it again. I will never take her on that one again. Okay. Is it me?
Yeah.
Okay, this is my One Nation by Bygone Stitches. I guess I should show.
This one is so pretty.
It is so
One day
pretty.
I will do it, but
It is so pretty. Well, you're doing the Quaker, which is the same maker. I know that's in the bag, but there you go. Oh, I am liking it a lot more than I'm done with the stars. I'm still trying to finish a lot of white so that, I bet you can do side by
white.
side.
Oh yeah, you could even make that bigger.
Probably like that.
Yeah.
And then I'll bring it in. But if you can see side by side, I have really started to put in some of the states over there. And I filled in, oh my gosh, I think since last
How's
time.
the white state looking? I can't see from my angle. Oh, that's not bad.
It's not terrible. Again, I had to change the color though. This was supposed to be, I think, a crew. And I think I went straight. I don't think I don't think I did 3865 or sorry, is it B52? Which one's
B50?
I didn't do
That's
B5200.
gonna be the
I
white
think I just did plain white. Like it's cute. So I think it's showing up okay. It's this one I like to take places when I go because I don't need the pattern so much. So I'm trying to fill in the white when I'm like at home because to do the white I need a lot of light and I like to have the readers there just in case I'm like struggling to see it because it's kind of hard to see.
That happened. I get kind of cheated my Stitchopoly. A couple projects got skipped and I have to go back and fill their turns in just because I was traveling and couldn't really bring them. I had to bring more travel friendly ones, so I skipped their turn and have to go back.
Let's see.
Should be motivating, but it's so much more fun when you're like,
In the moment.
current. Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay, the other art turn also wasn't very big of a turn. was the music one.
This is the one she's got all of them, but this is the one she's doing right now. actively.
And so, and it did get some stitching. It's
Oh,
just
it's
not,
so pretty.
And this can be side by side too. So,
Cover this gorgeous thing up.
that beautiful soon to be chiseled.
Chiseled jawline. I need like clothespins. Just pin this back.
I did fix the error I had made because again I had counted wrong here. It was like a, you know, when it swaps pages and there were 2 empty up and 2 empty below, and I only counted the 2 instead of the 4. So I had to frog that middle and redo it there, but
Pretty.
I did it. I pulled myself together and I frogged. And this corner up here is the top of the picture part, not the words, but so we're almost halfway with the picture part.
You
Yeah.
were. You were.
So,
Yeah. I really like that. Okay.
but on my art token, the only 2 that got any work done were Jurassic and this one. The heart.
Jurassic Park is on your art token?
I didn't know where else to put it.
No, I like it. Film is an art.
I guess.
Dinosaurs are an art.
My projects are getting more diverse. Carolyn Manning's probably gonna have to go into art. I don't know. I didn't make quilt tokens. I put quilt on the crochet. My quilt is with the crochet. But I either have to add a token or I have to adjust the names of them. Or maybe go with Jen and make every spot a...
You know, if
I don't have
got
enough projects yet for that.
If I got enough width, I like that idea of hers.
I think it's brilliant.
Well, to be fair though, so we did Disney, but before you and I did Disney, I was doing Harry Potter, and my rules were even different for my Harry Potter Monopoly. And we should have said, so Jen was like, oh, they got it from somewhere. We got it from Accio Whip, from Kevin and Erica.
They played against each other.
Yeah, well, and that's how we wanted to, well, not we, that's how I originally wanted to do it with my husband because he was supposed to be stitching. He likes to stitch, but he never pulls it out. So I don't know. But so eventually I was like, you're not playing. I'm just playing by myself. So my rules have adapted and changed. And I think every time I do it, it's different. One day I wouldn't mind doing it the way Tasha's doing hers. So, but I like the way Jen's doing it too. I love, make your own rules.
Make it fun.
Okay, so my next one has gone away for a little bit, but I finished. Oh my gosh, I thought it was gone. I thought it was missing. Because it's not in a giant Q-snap or something.
It's smaller.
Yeah, it was so compact. Because I think I had this in a Q-snap, not like a nerd tube, you know. It's the Sue Hillis. It's the most wonderful spark of the year.
I'll do these one day.
I finished the whole top row of it.
We'll put it on this side. Put it on this side. Oh, I guess that won't work, actually. That one's wider.
This is the one Tasha tried to show you all the opalescence of the fabric last time.
It didn't work.
Oh, but well, I can put it down. Maybe you can put it above.
Oh, yeah. Here's where she was before.
Ooh, yeah. We'll see how good you are at this. We'll find out. Yeah, the opalescent didn't work, and we didn't know that until we went and watched the video after we posted it.
I thought
we looked like morons
the
out
light
there.
when made it so sparkly. And
Well,
the
and you know
video
what? It
shows
really
none
did.
of
And
that.
that's what was so funny is when we brought it in the light, I was like, oh, she's right. Look how beautiful this is. And so our reaction was genuine. Like, oh, that's so shiny. And then when we watched it with our family while Mom slept and Dad Facebooked, like, oh yeah, you can't see anything.
Ooh.
Yeah, so there it is. That one will be going away for just a minute. Because like I said, I have... This one's broken up into lines 1, 2, and 3, and then the motifs. So when I draw new projects, I have to draw either 2, 3, or a motif to do it again. So
I'm looking at the back of the other ones, and I just
Oh
want
my-
to do them all.
so I do have in my this.
You own
I own
all
everything but the
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And this, it's the Halloween one that I did the Fitgo and drew the Halloween one, but it hasn't come up in the drawing rotation. So it is one of my like active whips.
Just hasn't started yet.
Just hasn't started yet. So
I'm gonna have to buy those one day.
yeah, the other ones are just
I already
in my
bought the
stash.
Stony Creek ones though because of
You know, I've always wanted the Cricut collection of like those or the months, but when she showed the Stony Creek,
it's so cute.
I mean, I still love the Cricut. I don't know. Now it's hard because I love them I don't know.
Ooh.
Yeah, Sandy really
I want to
kinda...
end with Mickey Dreams.
Is this your last one?
No, I've got two
okay,
more.
okay.
This is Cinderella. And the Disney's, although only 2 projects got worked on, they were big roles, I guess. Or I think Mickey Dreams got drawn twice. Cinderella's was a big role. So together, you can see the different progresses between the two.
Are you
hopefully.
going to show what it's going to look like at the end?
Yeah, it's over here.
No.
Oh, what it's going to look like. Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, I'm starting to see the picture now, and this isn't one I'm not allowed to look at the picture, but you can see this is like her dress, and this is her elbow coming down.
Oh, yeah.
And her waistline here.
That fatty.
This is the white part of the dress, which I've just learned is a nightmare, was the white on white. Holy cow. It looks better in the video. You can see the white stitches, I guess, but
When you're stitching
when
it,
I'm
it's hard,
stitching it,
though.
it is. I'm like, shouldn't that be blank? I've messed up. How many times in Pattern Keeper I was like, oh, I've messed up. That's supposed to have stitches in it, and I've marked stitches, but there's none. And I was like, oh no, they're there.
How do so many, like I watch so many Flosstubers and their white is so beautiful and it's white on white and it still looks beautiful and they never complain about it.
And I'm
like
gonna have to get used to it because the white is just gonna get more and more.
I love that you can see the picture now though, Tasha.
Yeah, you're starting to see it.
That looks
Right,
great.
you know. Here.
Ooh, that's so pretty. I know you hate the white on white, but look how pretty that picture is.
Isn't it pretty? The colors, I mean the white, even the white is pretty.
Oh man.
That's Cinderella. It got, let's see, I've forgotten stats this whole time. I'm the worst. Most of them were on paper and I couldn't do stats. Cinderella, I added 930 stitches to her.
That's not
Which
bad.
again, for
I know for
some people
Jen.
is an evening.
Yeah.
But that was like a week for me.
We're slow. That's okay. I'm okay with it. Okay. I'm excited because this one, kind of like that Sue Hillis Halloween one, I did a fit go that it's in rotation, but it has not been drawn yet until this week. Like yesterday, actually. So this is, I call it my Harry Potter ghosts. I got these little guys on an Etsy shop. And I decided...
They're so cute.
They are so cute. Oh,
I love them.
And I decided that what I would do is I'd get this wizard font. Okay. So I'm putting... I have so much going on here. Okay. So the idea is that in this middle section, it's going to say Happy Halloween with the wizarding font. Okay. And then I'm doing... Tell me if you like this, because man, okay.
So far.
I've got Harry at the top, Dumbledore at the bottom, so they're kind of my center, okay? Ron is Harry's right-hand man, Hermione is on the left, Snape is right of Dumbledore, McGonagall is the left.
I love that.
And then Hagrid and Luna.
I think that's great.
Okay, so that's the current plan. So this one just barely got started. Now,
Oh.
Okay, so I just started.
Metallic, I see.
Metallic. DMC metallic. I have
All
never...
metallic, except for
Glisten
gloss, which I don't know if it's metallic necessarily or like just an added sparkle. But
Well, I've used, I can't remember the brand that I use on
I like
Zax.
this fabric
Oh my gosh.
a lot.
I love it, and I think it works so beautiful with, I got this from Stitchery Express. And it's just a 32 count.
It is
Yeah, you can
really,
leave. So I'm going,
really
yeah,
cute.
I'm going 2 over 2. And then I'm only doing the back stitch part of the wizard font. Oh, I probably wasn't supposed to show that wizard font. Please pretend you didn't see that. I don't know.
Do I need to black it out?
I don't know.
Buzz it over?
Yeah, it's fine. It wasn't the whole alphabet. It's not the whole thing I bought. But I've got this DMC metallic. It sucks. It is a nightmare. And I've only done this much of it.
Welcome to the nativity.
Oh, I hate it.
That's why I know I've done a lot on that nativity, but I'm seriously tempted to scrap it
I don't
and
know that you
start
can
over.
see so much here. I think it, you know, when I'm holding it back, it looks
so
okay.
pretty.
Does it look okay to you?
Mm-hmm.
But when you bring it up, can you see how messy it looks?
I think it still looks fine.
So
Better than mine.
my plan is to keep going with what I've got going on right now. My thought is once I get those cute little ghosts all in and around, to look at it, and it's possible, like if I hate that, I might frog the whole middle and try something else. But I'm wondering if the ghosts, it will work, pop more, and make it worth it. Because right now I don't love it. But I love the fabric, I love the idea, and I love that I got to draw it, that it came up in my dice game. It came up in place of, what did it come up in place of? Oh, the spark. Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna need to.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Tasha's secret. Tasha's secret.
Tasha, close your eyes.
Yeah. Since I'll forget to tell you. Okay, this is Tasha's. I can tell you that she's right in here. You'll be able to see that.
I know where I'm at.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious right now. You did a ton of work on this.
I know. She did this one too.
Wow.
So technically, I spent
not by looking. She didn't
about 4 hours longer on it than its turn deserved because I was so close. I thought I was so close to the page end, but then every single one of them was like one stitch, and the push-ups were getting exhausting.
That's some of these. So these Xana projects are just like so confetti heavy.
Here's where it was before. Sorry, we can separate those. Yeah. Again, I finished the page.
Ooh.
And he looks great. I can now see that green is a sleeve. His arm, this is gonna be his hand, and this is gonna be like a blanket cover. I don't know if this white is supposed to be the pages. I'm thinking it is, or maybe it's like the color of the bed, and it's flipped over. That I'm not sure of.
The duvet.
Duvet, you know how it like folds at the top. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be the pages of the book or the color of the actual bed. Because up here is almost that, just a little darker but shading. So not quite sure there, but it's looking good. Ooh. And it's just such a tiny piece of the whole project, but you know. He got 1,000 stitches done, and we're now at 0.57%. We're on our way to halfway to 1%. Oh my goodness, this is gonna never be done, but it's so cute.
Is it fun to stitch?
Oh yes, I do enjoy it. And it did get a little crowded. I don't know, down here in the book, if you can see my stitches get a little sloppy there because it got crowded, but around his sleeve in here, everything was pretty smooth.
Is it really, really confetti, or is it just kind of like meh, sort of?
No, it's quite confetti.
It's gonna get maybe really crowded then. But maybe just there. Yeah, maybe other parts.
There's parts, like, I mean, this part wasn't.
Yeah.
His face right here wasn't too bad.
Oh, he's really cute.
Oh, I know.
Tasha, I like him.
Isn't he adorable?
He is. And your stitches are really pretty. I know that they're crowded, but they look great. Your coverage.
Here, you can tell.
Your coverage is really, really nice. Yeah. That's okay. Wow.
He's coming along. Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Good for us.
I know.
That was, I think, our longest. That was our longest video.
I'm really
sorry. And I feel like we said nothing.
So many.
We didn't
Not even funny.
No, I'm too sick to be funny.
I don't know. Your funnel's funny.
Oh my heck, the fat cauldron. That's what we're gonna call it, you guys. We just thought there for so long.
We've taught them things. Chiseled jawline.
Yes, A-E-I-O-U or Pearl Jam song, because it's the same thing.
Anyway, I think that's it.
Don't tell Zach. Well, he'll watch this, so Zach will hear me say that, but he thinks it's funny because I can't understand a word when we listen. He likes Pearl Jam, and I'm like, just vowels. There's no consonants in it.
Pearl Jam is.
I'll play it for you later, and you will giggle.
I'm so secluded.
I can't sing right now, or I would sing some of it, but okay.
Cool. Well,
I'm taking my fertility nungas.
Answer all the many questions I think we asked. You guys are wonderful. Thanks for watching.
Bye.